Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get it done. Yes, I'm so happy to be here. This is my first time going live. And we're gonna see what this thing look like. So today I was talking about stop negotiating with your destiny. A lot of times, we get in this space of wanting more, but yet we contradict ourselves with the words that we use. We say things in passing. We take our words lightly. And that's what I want to get into. I want to talk about how we have to stop talking as though we do not want to manifest, because every word that you speak is manifestation. So if you're in this season of wanting to expand and you say, well, why do I want to expand? You got to know why you want to do something. And then you have to become a pit bull, unstoppable, relentless, going after it, never, ever, ever quitting. But the moment you say something like, I can't do it, I'm not worthy, you start questioning everything about yourself, it defeats everything that you stand for. So you got to realize, you got to start to kind of like walk this thing out totally. And the first thing you have to do is decide what it is you want, then make sure that every word is aligned with that you want. So say it, even though it may not look like you're going to get it. It may seem impossible. It may be hard to for you to even wrap your head around it. But if you don't fight for your dreams, who else should? A lot, I work with people and they'll say how nobody supports them. But the truth is, we don't even support ourselves, because the words that we use are so contradictory and they are very toxic towards our dreams. So why should your family members or your friends or the community, why should other people support you when you don't even support yourself? Huh? It doesn't make sense, does it? Of course not. So I want us to practice some simple techniques. And that is just being able, hi. That's just being able to say why you want something, and every word that comes out of your mouth, it is all about you obtaining it, going for it, striving, not giving up, not surrendering. Do not pause on your dreams. I've been Hi. I've been in this for a long time. I am a certified accountability coach for the John Maxwell team. And the biggest struggle it is in reaching our goals is getting our mind right. And we get our mind right every day by starting off with just some simple exercises of I can do it. It's just you got to say I can do it. It's possible. Just start saying it's possible. When the doubt rises up and you say, you know what, it's possible. I may not know all the answers. A lot of people, they get stuck in the procrastination of I gotta get it all figured out first. You forget all of that. You're not gonna get it all figured out first. You just gotta get going. You just gotta take one step at a time. One step is guaranteed, and the next step will follow. And you got to put one foot in front of the other. Therefore, you got to set your tone. Your mouth has to be set on positive thoughts, positive words. Open up your mouth, ask for what you want. Don't take no for an answer. Go to the next person and the next person. Talking about building communities, we're in the process now of working on this empowerment expo for next year, and I have to do a lot of asking. I have to ask people, hey, would you like to participate? How would you like to participate? And guess what? Every time I ask, I get a yes. Just think about that. And it's because I go in there with the intention of knowing that this is a great alignment for those people. So let me tell you a secret. A lot of times we're looking for help with people that can't help us. So start overstretching. Start going to the people that you know got it going on, and you'll be surprised. They'll be like, oh, sure, I'll help you. What do you need? I'm talking about mentors and coaches and support in the community. If we all just come together and communicate and let everybody know what we got going on, we can do it. But first, we got to deal with that person that we look in the mirror every day. I would suggest this. You start getting up in the morning and telling yourself what you can do, and that everything's possible. So if you have a goal, be definite of purpose and go after it every single day. Every single day. And you say, I'm traumatized. Um, well, I don't want to get into why you're traumatized, but there's help. There's help available. And sometimes, and I don't, speaking of that, everybody could be going through something. We all go through something all the time. And we have to give ourselves permission to heal. We have to give ourselves permission to seek help if we need to. I never downplay. I check on my people all the time to make sure that they're in a good space, because being in bad spaces are not where we're going to stay stuck. So you got to give yourself permission to heal. You got to give yourself permission to move on. You got to give yourself permission to love yourself. I have this thing that I practice, and it's called staying in my love zone. Anything that's not does not hold my highest good is not for me. And sometimes that means that you have to walk away from people that hurt you. Sometimes you have to just say, you know what, no more. I'm worth more than that. You have to put value on your own life. And that's why what I'm talking about tonight is stop negotiating with your destiny. You got to stop it. We always say we want more, but yet we fall on these excuses of why we can't get more. Oh, I can't get more because I don't have the education. I can't get more because I don't know enough people. I can't get more because I'm unorganized. And all that is doubt and fear, and you can't have both. You got to choose one. You got to choose faith or fear. Faith is just when you stand up and you say, I don't know how to do it, but I'm willing to figure it out. And I'm gonna keep standing on that until I figure it out. So when you get nervous and you start saying, oh, forget about it, remember the why. Why are you doing it? If we don't have a why we're doing something, it won't get done. The why has to be the why has to be bigger than you. It can't be some surface thing. It's got to be like really, really embedded. People talk a lot about legacy, and why they're doing something, and they'll say, it's legacy. But what is real legacy if you can't protect your own self? So the legacy first starts with you, and that is your why. I'm on a mission. My why is because I want to help people win. I want to touch people that maybe in so much doubt, maybe somebody mentioned trauma, maybe traumatized, but I'm telling you, you can get over trauma. Some of us were born in trauma, and the trauma has to be your champion. The trauma has to push you into your greatness. The trauma has to you have to look trauma in the eye and say, you know what? I don't know who in the hell you think you are, but you are not getting ready to hold me down. That's what's got to be the trauma. You can go through a lot of stuff, and you could be like, hey, hi. You can go through a lot of stuff, and it could be so devastating. And you're like, I don't know, I can't. But guess what? If you survived it, then that means you're a winner. So everybody got to say for themselves, you got to put it in the comments. You got to say, I am a winner. No matter what the circumstances is, no matter what the situation is, you are a freaking winner because you made it. First of all, you made it through the birth canal. That was hard work right there, just getting out here on this planet. That was hard enough. Now, the universe is waiting for you. The universe is waiting for you to say, how do you want to move? Because all our realities become real when we say yes. So if you say yes, if you say yes to the nonsense, then that becomes your reality. But if you say yes to these big decisions, and they don't have to be big, it could just be a small decision. It could be a decision of getting up in the morning, eating a good breakfast, being conscious of what you put in your mouth, being conscious of what you put in your head, just making sure that you don't tell yourself anything negative. That could be your goal. The best kind of donuts. That could be your goal. Your goal could just be in happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Is that your real voice? Absolutely. Okay, I see the jokes is coming. That's okay. You know what? It's a place for you too. I would say this, some people, your goal is to be a disruptor. And I get it. That's fine. But my goal is to help people win. My goal is to stand in the gap for those that can't stand for themselves. I don't even see the people that's in the way, because this life that I live is bigger than that. The people that I save are waiting for me. That's it. So, and that's another thing. That's another thing that stops a lot of people from winning, because everybody be out to get them. Everybody has an opinion. People hide behind social media and they come out and they want to attack people because that's what you do. But you can use any platform for the benefit or for your detriment. And I use this platform for the benefit of those that's looking for support, that's looking for the edge, that want to help each other win. That's why I serve, and it takes thick skin to serve. And that's another reason why people don't fight for their dreams, because someone negative comes along and tell you you can't do it or you shouldn't do it, or you get some kind of idiotic comment, and then people fold up, they fall to the side. But you can't hurt a winner. A champion is going to be a champion no matter what. You can throw things all day at a champion and it won't even phase them. They have a tenacity that you can't even get to. So this is who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the person that not quite sure that they can make it, and I'm here to tell you you can make it. I'm talking to the person that want to make it, but they're afraid to make it because someone has told them that they can't make it. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, the ones that have a dream or idea or want to press and do something that is afraid to do it. I'm saying to you, do it afraid. Do it afraid. Do it unapologetic. You can make it happen. So be sure that you, every morning you look at yourself and you tell yourself that you love yourself, because the world could be against you. So you got to stand up for yourself every day. I'm talking to you. If you're the one that needs an extra push, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you if you're the one that has some big goals, some small goals. You want to go back to school, you want to learn a new skill or trade, you want to start a business. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. The ones that maybe you've been heartbroken, somebody broke your heart, you're afraid to love. I'm talking to you. Let love in. But love starts with you. And it's hard to do anything if you don't love yourself. So love yourself through all of the storms. Love yourself through all of the defeats. Get up and say, you know what? I can do it. So you have to look at yourself every day in the mirror and say, I can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And don't let anybody stop you from doing it. Don't let anybody. But you know what the funny thing is? People that are mean spirited and people that always have something negative to say, they're miserable. They're miserable. And I remember a long time ago when I was taught that misery loves company. But I'm not giving misery none of my company. My company is sacred. I'm only hanging out with the winners. I'm attracting the winners. I'm saying ashe to the winners because it's a place for everybody. And I'm not dwelling in the tribe of negativity. That's a tribe, and that tribe is gonna take care of its own self. You'll be like, go on, get on out of here. I love it when people think that their words can influence the way that I feel because it has no place for me. It has no place for me. And that's what I teach. I teach you how to block out all that noise. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care to hear that. But they have a place. And that is, I call it the tester angel. It's always going to come along and test you and see how bad you want it. You know that song, How Bad Do You Want It? How Bad Do You Want It? I think that's the name of it. But it's always something that's going to come along and test you, and test you, and test you. And you got to pass the test. Are you ready to pass the test? I believe you are. I believe you are. So I want you to do this. I want you to remember who you are. You know, progress, it doesn't need permission. And all you have to do is make progress one day at a time, one thought at a time, one decision at a time. So the world is in need of love. The world is in a need of dreams manifesting. That's what we came here to do. Coming on this planet, you can choose. Are you coming on here to raise hell and havoc, or are you coming on here to spread life and light? It's your decision. So with that being said, I hope that you're here to spread love and light because that's what we need today. I am Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get it done. And we're winning because that's what we do. We wake up winning every single day on purpose, intentional. And I want you to remember that, how special you are. Peace. I'll see you next time.